Hi everyone, Brandon Lee back with LudiaTV, and we're at Field Service Palm Springs. Lots of excitement, lots of conversations going on, and this is one really busy guy. He is moderating a whole bunch of things. I begged. He said he would do it, and I think it's probably, I've been chasing him around for a couple days asking him, but this is Anthony Billups Jr. Anthony, you have a 17-year plus career in and around field service. Can you tell us a little bit about your background?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been in the heating, ventilation, air conditioning industry for that time. I've always loved buildings. I've loved downtowns. I'm from New York City, so we have a pretty awesome downtown. And I just remember at a young age traveling with my grandfather, visiting Orlando to go to Disney World, and always wanted to just see downtown and see buildings. So that's why I'm in the buildings industry.
Yeah, and so you've got this career with HVAC. Tell us a little bit more about that. What have you been doing, and how has it gotten you here?
Yeah, I started out as a design engineer, so I went to school for engineering and mathematics, and then designing engineering systems. And then very quickly, everyone that I worked with realized that I had a gift of gab, and they're like, "Let's get this guy in front of customers." So I went into a sales engineer role, and then from there, I just loved management. I thought if you are an individual contributor doing well, it's awesome. But if you can take that and multiply it by however many people you're managing, that's even better. So I went into management pretty quickly, and then worked my way up to different executive management roles, and director roles, and executive roles in the industry.
Good. Well, so besides being the best dressed guy here and moderating a whole bunch of panels and everything, what are you learning? What are you hearing? What's the conversations that are going on this year?
Yeah, there's a lot. Obviously, there's a lot about AI, right? That's the big buzzword. So everyone is trying to learn more about it. I think it's more about collaboration this year. So all of these systems or offerings or providers are new and innovative, but the key is how can they collaborate, right? Because a lot of them are doing the same thing. So I think it's more about first understanding, less about trying to sell a solution, and understanding what problems the companies that are here are trying to solve, and then figuring out where that solution is. So I think that's really the most that I've seen here thus far.
And what are some of the problems that they are having right now?
Number one is bringing technology into the field. So they're focused more on, we have technicians that maybe have been around for 15, 20 years. They've been doing what they do and been doing great work at it. Now you want to bring in new technology. First off, I don't need it. Why are you bringing me this technology? So just translating and bringing the technology to the field is a problem. So they got to figure out how to do that. And I have some solutions for that. But then another big problem is not enough field labor. So people are still talking about the lack of technicians, and they could grow, right? As a sales guy, someone tells me that they're going to stop growing because they don't have enough technicians. I say, now I'm an ops guy, and I'm going to go find us some technicians because we're not going to stop selling. So
We go sell people on new roles as technicians.
have to be. So yeah, there are, I think there's great opportunities out there to talk about our industries, and it's not just heating, ventilation, air conditioning. It could be any industry that has field labor. I think, call it the previous generation and my generation, everything was go to college and you'll be fine. You'll get a good job, right? And then a lot of people went to college with a whole bunch of loans and they don't have a good job. So now the next generations are really looking at, okay, I'm going to be my own entrepreneur, right? I'm going to build my own and be my own business. But then there's also a big group that wants to work and put in the hours and make good money. And there's nothing better than being a field technician, in my opinion, in any one of our industries. So that's a big.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of the technical schools are growing right now. I think there's a lot. Like I have a son who's graduated from high school, and his friends are talking about, I'm going to tech school. I want to be an electrician. I want to, something that they don't want the loans. They don't want the college loans either.
Yeah, now and so it's ironic you bring that up. That's a piece of it, but everyone will tell you there's not enough people enrolling into the trade schools to even meet the demand. So there's another angle that I look at, and I've been working with a company called ADTC, and what they do is they find individuals that are in low effort, low skill, high effort opportunities like working for Amazon in a warehouse or working at Costco's, and they're putting in the hours and they're putting in the grind and working hourly, very low wages, but yet they have those skills. And if you really talk to them about this field technician, these field opportunities, and what's out there, and how big of a career that you can build and how much you can make, they're absolutely intrigued by it. Wow. And that's a group that is not really being targeted because they didn't go to trade school. So there's an opportunity there, and I don't think we have a labor problem or a lack of technician problem. I think we're looking in the wrong places. Wow. And I think that's a big part of what I think is going to change moving forward.
I hear the sales guy in you. You got a problem, you go find a solution.
Well, hell yeah. If you tell me you can't grow because you don't have the technicians, I got to figure out a solution to get technicians, right? So that's how we found them.
That's interesting. I have not heard that, and that makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of people out there, they're hard workers, they're looking for opportunity, and they just maybe weren't aware of some of these opportunities. And I believe in the conversation that's taken place here, AI is helping technicians get onboarded faster, getting them confidence faster, and it makes that, I guess, that transition a little bit less fearful.
Absolutely. And then you could also train people that may not have that background. So if you can leverage from the technicians that are retiring, do that knowledge transfer, then that'll allow you to go get people that don't have your legacy technician background. Now we're focused more on soft skills and the ability to talk to customers. Again, think about someone's working at Amazon or Costco's. They're dealing with customers all the time, right? So they're in industries where they're in front of customers. So I think AI is going to help us with this problem because it's going to open up the opportunity to bring more into the field labor and technician world.
Wow. Well, here's a question I ask everybody is we're here, Field Service Palm Springs 2024. Let's go in the future. We're here at 2025. What conversations are happening next year?
Still going to be AI. There'll probably be some different companies that are here. I think there'll be more collaboration. I think you'll see more partnerships with these companies. I think they'll realize, let's stop focusing on having a Me Too product where, hey, we do that also, and how we can collaborate. And, hey, you're the best at this, so let's let you focus on that. And then we're going to focus on this. So I think you're going to see more collaboration of companies as they realize that there's just not enough for all of them to excel. So I think that's what you'll see on the provider side. I think from the company side or the service organization side, I think you're going to start to see younger leaders that are here, right? Because we've talked about the silver tsunami, and I see a little gray over there. I got a little gray over here.
What are you looking at?
So I think we're going to start seeing younger leaders that are here, and their mindset is completely different in the way that they approach challenges, finding ways of having solutions and success. So that's the exciting part, is the future, because quite honestly, they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So there are some legacy service leaders that they're just don't want to change, right? And they're like, oh, well, nobody's going to want to do this or nobody wants to do that, but they're not being innovative about how to get it done. So I think you're going to start seeing younger leaders at these companies because that's just the future. It has to happen.
They grew up with computers in their hands. They're not scared of that technology and all the efficiencies and opportunities that come with it. They're going to embrace it really quickly.
And they know it exists. So they know that, hey, if I can do this, if I can order food from my house, from any restaurant in the area, and it could be 25, 30 miles out, and they'll deliver it to me at the click of a button, I should be able to order a technician that way. Right? Think about it. That's the future, right? If you need a technician, there should be, just like someone drives an Uber, there should be an opportunity for someone who's a handyman, the ability to work on different equipment safely, have certain certifications, that they can look at jobs that are available and be able to select and go and do it. Now, I might have just given a new technology to someone out there in the world, but make sure you call me. I'm Anthony Billups, and we can build it together. But I think that's the future. I think this on demand, because that's what the younger generation wants to do. They don't want to work for someone and have to work the hours that they tell them. They want to choose the hours. They want to work 90 hours in a week and then take the next week off, and they want to do that every month, right? So this idea where you got to have only a set amount of vacation, that was back when we were factory workers. right? That has now changed. Look what happened during COVID. We had so many people working from home and working remotely. The whole world operated and it didn't stop. Slowed down a little bit, but it didn't stop. So because of that, I think it's going to change, and there's going to be organizations like this, Field Service, where we're allowed to leverage technology and figure out ways to still succeed and grow in the changing environment.
Wow. Lots of great information there, Anthony. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. And go enjoy the rest of your day. I know you got, save your voice. You got panels to lead and panels to be on.
Yes, absolutely. Looking forward to it. Thank you for the opportunity. Great environment here, and I look forward to seeing the video.
All right. Well, Anthony Billups Jr., I'm Brandon Lee, the host of LudiaTV. Thank you for joining us on this episode, and we'll see you on the next one.